Hiya! Welcome back to my channel and welcome to another video. Today I thought I would do another sort of makeup tutorial. I haven't done one for a while just because I've been trying to take my channel into a more sort of health, fitness, well-being kind of direction. But with a new month coming around, well, it is now officially spring, I just thought I would do a sort of simple, natural spring makeup look for like an everyday kind of makeup look to go for, as well as the weather right now is so much better. It's been so cloudy and rainy all week as I'm filming this, and now today, which is the Sunday, the sun has finally come out, which honestly makes me so happy. I feel so much more energetic and in such a better mood as well. Honestly, it lifts me up so much when there's sun. I just appreciate it a lot more now that I'm not back home where it was sunny all the time, and here in the UK you can't guarantee what the weather will be doing, so honestly I love it so much. But yeah, like I said, I thought I would share a natural spring makeup look with you just to celebrate the start of the new season. Love this time of year for just everything sort of changing in nature, or the animals coming out. I went out for a run the other day and there was so many like rabbits and squirrels and things. I just thought it was so cute, and all the trees and flowers and everything just starts to look so pretty, and the weather does start to get better, which I just love. So without further ado, let's get straight into this makeup look. I'm gonna stop waffling on now and actually get into it. So to start with, I am going to go in with my Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer. On a daily basis, also for a more natural look, I don't generally use foundation unless I am having like a really bad skin day, which I'm generally quite lucky and don't have too often. I'm just going to tie my hair up out the way. I actually just thought that's a great idea. But yeah, I'm generally quite lucky with my skin in that it doesn't really get too spotty. I get the odd spot every now and again, but I'm usually able to cover that with concealer, which is good. So I avoid using foundation as much as possible because I just don't want to clog up my pores, especially for just a very simplistic natural look as well. But feel free to jump in with foundation if you do prefer using it on a daily basis, or if you're just not having the best skin day. But I am literally just going to put some of this concealer under both of my eyes, and then I don't think, oh, I've got one tiny little spot on like right on the tip of my chin at the moment, but besides that I'm generally okay for spots at the moment, which is pretty good. I generally do get them either around my chin, occasionally on my forehead, but not really, and I sometimes get them like right on the top of my lip, which is kind of an annoying place to get spots, but can't really do much about that, and they're always the most painful ones. Let me know if you've ever got like a spot right on your lip or like right on your cupid's bow. I swear honestly they are the worst. But yeah, I'm just going to blend this in now with just with a little sponge, just blend that all out. Oh yeah, and by the way, my concealer that I'm using is in the shade C4, just in case you're a similar skin complexion to me, then that is the one that you probably want to go for. I'm now going to go in with my Rimmel Stay Matte Long Lasting Pressed Powder, and I use the one in shade number 5, which is Silky Beige, and I am just trying to find the right brush. Okay, managed to find it. I'm going to use this massive, it's actually a blush brush, but I love using it just for this powder, just to dust it quickly over my face. And I find that doing this and concealer, I don't really need foundation, and this just helps to sort of mattify my skin, even it out a bit, as well as keeping the concealer in place for longer. I'm now going to use the Rimmel Natural Bronzer, and I have the one in the shade Sun Bronze number 22. And this is actually a natural bronzer, like it says, which is good for a natural makeup look, and it's also waterproof, which is great for as we're approaching this time of year and slowly approaching summer. I've never used a waterproof bronzer before, but that is great, especially if you're going away on holiday or something and haven't yet had a chance to fully get a tanned face. Then it will help give you a little boost even on beach days, or if you're going in the pool or whatever. I haven't yet tested it out in the water, so I can't tell you how waterproof it is, but I'm definitely intrigued to give it a go in summer for sure, when I'm going to be in water a lot more and away on holiday. I'm just using the Real Techniques buffing brush. I'm just putting a bit of this under my cheekbones. I'm just sort of going for the kind of areas that the sun would naturally hit. Nearly dropped it. But just the sort of areas that the sun would naturally kind of hit. So I'm going to go around side of my face as well. And then also, I'm trying to juggle holding it while holding this mirror. It's really not working. Yeah, and around the other side of my face. Go put a little bit on the tip of my nose and Cupid's bow, tip of my chin. And then finally, I'm just gonna sort of put a bit along the top of my forehead. I feel like this bronzer has a really nice subtle shimmer to it, which is just great for an everyday natural glow kind of look. But yeah, I have only been using it recently and so far so good. I am really liking this new bronzer that I have tried out. I'm now going to use my Tanya Burr Cosmetics Peachy Glow Cheek Palette, and from here I will be using the blush, which is called Apricot Flush. I'm nearly out of this blush actually. I'll be having to venture into a new blush soon because I don't think you can get this one anymore. But I do love the subtle coral shade that it gives. I did actually have a similar kind of one from Boots. It was by their own No. 7 brand before, which was quite a similar shade. So I might go back to using that one or have a little explore around with new blushes as well. But for the moment, I am definitely loving this one. So I'm just going to add a little bit to either of my cheeks just to give a little flush of colour. And it is just such a nice corally, pinky apricot kind of shade, as it is called Apricot Flush. And I just used this. This brush came from a random set. It's just sort of a standard small blush brush. I've just realised I've made the same mistake as I always do, and that is wearing a white top while doing a makeup video. I literally do this so often and it just ends up collecting all the powder and just ends up covered with makeup by the end of it. But you know what, I'm too far into it to now change it. It's already getting kind of covered, so actually I'm doing alright. It's not too bad, but I did just notice that I've made that error once again. So for my brows, I am using the NYX Micro Brow Pencil in the shade number 2, which is blonde. And as you've just seen, I've just brushed through my brows quickly, and then I'm now just going to use the pencil to fill them in. And this is a very thin, precise brow pencil, which I really love for giving just a natural shape and adding some more definition to your brows. And I'm now just gonna brush through them quickly again, just to even it all out. And now I shall move on to my eyes. So for my eyes, I'm just gonna go for a very natural, glowy, pinky toned look. I thought would be a really nice spring look to go for. But first, I am going to start by using my NYX HD High Definition Eyeshadow Base as a primer, and I'm just going to apply a little bit of this to the centre of each of my eyelids, and then I will just blend it out using my finger quickly. Even for when I'm just going for very simplistic eyeshadow, I always have to use a primer just because unfortunately I do have quite veiny eyelids. So using a primer definitely helps to even it out and sort of reduce the veininess of my eyes. Let me know if you have the same issue. I mean, I feel like everyone's got fairly veiny eyelids because it's like thin skin there, but I'm definitely more towards the more veiny side than some people. For my eyes, I am going to be using the Urban Decay Naked 3 palette, as I just thought this one had some really beautiful, stunning, neutral, pinky tone kind of shades, which just really fits this time of year. So I'm going to start by taking my Real Techniques medium shadow brush, and I'm going to take the shade Strange, which is the palest shade in this palette, right at the end here. And I'm just going to use this as a base shade and apply it all over my eyelid, just so that we can then build up a little bit of colour on top of this shade. I'm now going to take the Real Techniques shading brush, and I am going to apply the shade Limit, which is this pale pastel-y pink here, the fourth one along, and I'm just going to apply this to the sort of second outer half of my eyelid. I always find my left eye so much easier to do than my right. Does anyone else have that? I don't know why. I can just sort of keep it closed a lot easier, and it just, I don't know, colour just seems to go on it a lot more smoothly than on my right eye, which is weird. I'm now just going to blend that in quickly using my NYX blending brush. I'm now just going to take the shade Burnt Out, which is this one here, the third one along, and I'm going to use the Real Techniques Essential Crease Brush and apply this to the outer half of my crease. And then I'm also going to bring that shade, the Burnt Out one, just round under my eye slightly just to the outer corner, just to bring it all together. And then right to the inner corner of my eye, I'm going to go back to the first shade that I used, the one called Strange, right at the end here. And again, I'm going to take my, which one's this, the shading brush, to apply this right to the inner corner. And then I'm going to blend that all together again using my NYX blending brush. So now just to finish off my eyes, I am going to use the Colossal Big Shot Daring Black Mascara by Maybelline, which is my go-to everyday kind of mascara. I feel like I should try out some new mascaras, but then again, I do really like this one because I feel like it adds both really good volume and length. I'm always more sort of volume person when it comes to mascara as opposed to length, because naturally my eyelashes do have quite a good length, I would say, so always adding volume is like a good thing for me. But I feel like this one does a bit of both. Definitely adds volume and then it does help to emphasize length as well. Let me know what some of your favorite volumizing mascaras are, sort of like high street brand ones, and maybe I will give a new one a go. I know a lot of people use the, oh, what is it called? I can picture it. I'm pretty sure it's by Maybelline as well, and it's in like a pink bottle. I just can't think what it's called. I do know what it is though, but if you know which one I'm talking about, mention it down below in the comments. But yeah, leave me some of your favourite everyday go-to volumizing mascaras. And don't get any on your nose like I just did. That is not what you want to aim to do. I always go in with 2 layers on my top lashes just to really emphasize them, and then I just do 1 layer on my bottom lashes, and I always do sort of like 1 layer on my top and then a layer on my bottom so the top starts to dry a bit before I do the second layer on top, if that makes sense. Also just realised I've still got that blubber mascara on my nose, which I will try to remove now. I should really do that with a makeup wipe, but oh well, that got rid of it. For my lips, I'm going to use the Revlon Ultra HD Matte Lip Colour, which is one that I used to use all the time, and this one is in the shade Seduction. And I used to use this so much on an everyday basis, and when choosing what lip colour to go for this look, I just saw it sat there in my pot and I was like, I have not used that in the longest time, and it's just such a great neutral everyday kind of shade. And even though it's a matte, it doesn't set overly matte and it still feels quite moisturising on your lips as well. It's not very drying, which is good. It does mean that it does wear off a little bit sooner than a lot of matte lipsticks would, but I think I'd rather have that than feel really dried up, because I'm someone who has to always just apply Vaseline throughout the day, like every hour or so, just to keep my lips hydrated. So having a more moisturising matte lipstick is always a good go-to for me, and this is just a great neutral, natural, pinky shade. I'm all about a neutral lip when it comes to a day-to-day basis. I will get odd days where I feel like going extreme with my lips, but generally more if I'm out for dinner or at night or something, I'll do that. Most days I will go for some kind of nude neutral shade, or like I said, Vaseline even is often my daily go-to for my lips. And so that is my natural spring makeup look complete. I really do hope that you enjoyed this video. Like I said, leave me some recommendations of your favourite everyday sort of volumizing mascaras, and also let me know if you give this look a go or do some kind of variation of it, or if you use some of the same products that I do on a day-to-day basis as well. Also be sure to smash a big thumbs up on this video if you did enjoy it, as well as clicking on that little red subscribe button down below. It would mean the world to me if you could do that. We're sort of hovering around the 925 mark, kind of getting in a bit of a rut there, and that 1k goal is kind of there. It'd be great to reach that, I'm going to say by Summer in the City. Let me know if you're going to Summer in the City. I will be going there in August, so let's see if we can reach 1k by then. Also, don't forget there is that notifications bell too that you can tap on so that you're notified whenever I upload, which is every Sunday and Wednesday at 4 PM UK time, and I'll be sure to see you very soon with a brand new video. Bye!